They should mute anyway. Should we try that one again? Hello and welcome to another Saturday night Creche. I say another, we wasn't here last week, so we all had a few bits on and to do. We're a bit short on the ground tonight as well, but we have a couple of others in. Let me just unmute them. We've got a Dan or Quano Man. Hello, Dan.
What?
Should we go like this? There we go.
That makes me a bit queasy. What the heck is that on my screen?
It's you. It's all you. It's all about you. And then we have a newbie. We have Common Road Junction, or
Hi, guys.
AK Archie. How are you?
All right, thanks. Yeah, just tottering on.
You got a bit of a dilemma there, haven't you, Archie?
Yeah, a little bit. The old not sure what to do scenario.
There we go. Pop it in chat. What you got? You got German soldiers or Russian infantry?
Yep.
There you go. In chat, decide which one Archie should do tonight.
Be great.
There we go. We'll go through chat, see who's in. First up, we had Geordie Dave saying hi everyone. Hello, Geordie Dave. He is some of these guys. They're new into our show, but they also do a show on a Sunday and a Friday, I believe. Now you're gonna have to excuse me. Hopefully they'll pop it in chat for me what the times are, and the actual name of the shows. So go over to the channels, like and subscribe. I think they're amazing.
Well, let me know and I can put a link in chat.
Yeah, if you let Dexterous Crafter know in chat, she'll be able to pop the links up and whatnot. We have my lovely wife, Nat, in the chat and here with me.
Hello.
She sounds like a little leprechaun.
Hello.
That was even worse. We have Twisted Rail Hobbies, Eric, in saying hi all. Whose great idea was it to have Lewis steer the ship? I'm quite good at steering ships. I've been on the Norfolk Broads. I've not hit anything. I left my dad on the quayside, but I didn't hit it.
Great start, mate.
Yeah, thank you. We have Mark's Mods in saying hello everybody. Again, Mark is one that does the show on the Sundays and the Fridays. So go over and like and subscribe to the channels. DS Models and Vintage, warm evening. It's time for something good and exciting. Looking forward to you guys. Something good and exciting. Yeah. Yeah. Dan must be watching the show tonight. Again, DS Model does the shows on the Sundays and the Fridays. Another one, Dano Builds. Hi everyone, looking forward to tonight's show. You can tell the new ones because they're looking forward to it. But yeah. We have Chancer saying evening all. Evening, Chancer. We will get them trained. Mark Shellard saying evening everyone. Evening, Mark. There's Mark's Modelling Rambling saying evening everyone. We have Scott from the Junk Works saying evening all. Evening, Scott. No talk about jewellery tonight. Scale Model Muse, in and out of chats, finishing up laundry. We've got a bit that Nat has let accumulate. Nat, in the words of Chuckle Brothers, oh dear, oh dear. Mark, I'm fed up as I'm self-isolating until next Sunday after my son tested positive. Great weather and I can't go out. Oh, bless you. We have another Mark. Mark at Edinburgh Modelling Man Cave. Evening, people, on this very hot Saturday night. It's cooled down quite a lot where we are. I have sort of got a bit burnt on my arms. It's a bit red. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, someone decided they wanted to go looking for new cars.
That's what Uber could have been.
Yeah, I wonder. And chat's just jumped. Ian's in. Ian Darthwaite saying evening, folks. Evening, Ian. Looking forward to your next truck, mate. I keep seeing them Jenkinsons go by on the road. It's like, ooh. And Eric saying nailed it. I believe that is for the start of the show because my wife didn't nail hers. Muse is saying time to pack the laundry up and head home. Maybe I can actually get back on before work. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Mark saying, I must do another test on myself tomorrow as I have been coughing but tested negative yesterday. Feels more like a cold though. And he's saying he's double vaccinated as well. And Mark's telling that, okay, no mention of them again.
Lost me on that one.
Here we go. Yeah, so Northern Model Builders Show is on a Friday and a Sunday, I believe. Well worth a watch. I do try and get on. I get in trouble because of their show, actually, because I watch it and I'm supposed to be going to sleep because I've got work early on the...
Yeah, you start at like 3 o'clock in the morning on the Monday and you lay in bed watching them.
That's probably just going to give them the wrong image of me. Laid in bed
Worse than
watching
a teenager.
Northern Model Builders.
Worse than me. That's saying something.
So Mark's just saying he was staying with me for a few days, took him home Tuesday, and he started coughing Wednesday. It's good to share some things. And Northern Model Builders Show is on at 8 PM tomorrow. We've got Crafty Chris. Evening, everyone. Crafty Chris is, I believe, DS Modelers. Let me know if I get your name wrong. As that would say, better half. Mark's modelling ramblings. Too many marks.
Oh yes.
Well, at least you can't forget the names. If in doubt, just say Mark. And Scott's just saying, you're okay right now, Lewis. No offers on. Thank God. Mark's Mods is for the Germans. And that has put a link up for DS Vintage. Yep, that's DS Models and Vintage YouTube. We've got John Howling saying good evening, everyone. If I butcher anyone's names, I do apologise. So Mark's asking what everyone's building. Yep, if you want to let us know what you're building in the chat, we'll get round to us in just a jiffy. Eric's asking how many days till Christmas?
Not enough.
No.
Or few.
A few. 5.
Yeah.
That's a few.
Yeah, yeah.
We've got Frankie Goes to Hobbywood in saying good evening. Good evening, Frankie. Mark is working on the Zedster 148 ME 109 G6 in Swiss markings and a Revell VW Samba. Oh, and Mark saying, Eric, believe it or not, someone has put their decorations up already. And no, it's not me. Why not? I'll be really disappointed in that.
Where is it? Hobbycraft have already started putting up their Christmas craft sections.
Have they?
Really?
I have to go have a nosy.
No.
So, should we go over to Dan? Dan, what are you working on, buddy?
I'm on with, let's see if I can switch my camera. It might make it a bit easier to see what's on bench. I'm still working on this Jiminy job, the aeroplane. But I've not really touched it since last time I were on cam. Well, it's coming together. Except I keep gluing, sticking bits on and then snapping them off by accident because I'm a moron.
We all do it.
Yeah.
Some people even drop their models.
Yeah.
Good show. Cool. And what about you, Archie?
Right, so these, I was debating what figures to do for a diorama that I've done. I can't get the basing because I don't think I have room, but it's this Panzer III Eastern Front dio, and I haven't touched it in a long time. But I saved these 2 kits for a live stream, and I was trying to figure out which ones to do, but I think I'm going to go with the Germans. So, yeah. There's not really much else to say about that, really.
Let's just have a look at your tank again.
Right.
You sort of flashed it and then...
Yeah, sorry about that. I thought I'd tease you. So yeah, with this I did the hairspray method for chipping. And it's sort of the first whitewash and chipping method I've done. And I don't think I've done too bad. But
no, that's looking nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
Thank you. And I am particularly happy with the rust on the exhaust. But
oh wow! Look at that. Cool. And I should have done this while I had the other 2 on full screen, shouldn't I? There we go. Oh, let's get rid of that. You don't want to see that. There's nothing interesting on it. Being as I am chat dolly tonight, I'm going to be working on the Lancaster engine. It's 132nd, isn't it? She's not even listening to me.
Sorry, go on. I'm listening. I'm paying full attention, my darling.
Who are you and what you done with my wife? So, me painting up the 132nd Lancaster engine. I am going to cut the radiator off though, because looking inside, for those that don't know, I'm going to be putting a motor in the actual props in the engines. So in it, there's this gap just here where the radiator would sit. So I'm going to cut the radiator off and put it in there just to give it something to look at. It's not a snug fit, which is good because then it'll feed quite a bit of air into the motor to hopefully keep it cool. As you probably noticed, there's nothing in the covers, the exhaust covers, so the air can be drawn in and actually cool the motor down rather than it melt the sides of a very expensive engine. So that's what I'm going to be working on. We'll have a quick look back. Mark saying some people are celebrating Christmas now as they couldn't at Christmas. So I would celebrate Christmas every day of the year if I could. Chancer is working on the 135th Russian infantry on the bench from Tamir and Dragon 20 figures. Ooh. Dan's working on a plane. I can't do that very well. DS Model says, well done, Lewis. Yes, Crafty Chris is my wife, and my name is Dave Say. Thank you for the link at Dexterous Crafter. You are more than welcome. Scott, not doing anything as my mojo has gone AWOL. No, I can send that round to you, and then you'll soon find it.
I know.
Mark, well, losing mojo, or having my wife come round and see
The first one.
the Mark mods, the DeLorean wheel propping up Dan's aircraft.
Yeah.
Now, is your DeLorean completely built, Dan, or are you in the process of building it?
It's finished being built, but
Yeah.
then when they sent the spare wheel that goes, because its engine's in back, in boot, so spare wheel, instead of sending a proper spare wheel, they just sent another one of the wheels that go on it, because it's meant to be, you know, where all of this is sealed up and it's not a chrome and it's about half the thickness. So I was like, screw that. So I chopped the tyre in half to make it thinner. And then I've got a 3D print that I've put in that replaces this piece. And it helps with molding it in sharp. But yeah, that gets replaced. So I'm now working on the idea of this and go towards my other DeLorean, because come here and you stay there and little DeLorean that they accidentally sent me 2 of the frame. I'll plonk that into shot.
What scale is that DeLorean? What scale is the DeLorean?
It's 1/8 scale. So I don't know if you've had it with parts work that you were doing, where they send you a piece, they send you a delivery and a piece is missing, so you ring them up and they resend that issue.
Yeah.
Well, I had because the frame for it separates about here. And you put this bit on, and then there's 2 screws go inside on either side to hold the front end to the back end. So it got a roughly around time that I were expecting a delivery and nothing was showing up. So I rung them up to say, is there something actually in the post? Because I've lost track of where they're at for it. So they'd resent me the delivery that had this, from here back of the DeLorean.
Yeah.
And then delivery arrived. So as you do, I started building. And then about 2 days later, another delivery arrived. And they basically sent me all 6 issues twice for everything that's back here. Yeah. And then in the next delivery, there's meant to be on the front, the bonnet opens, that way.
Backwards.
Yeah, so it's, you're lifting it up, and it's like, matron. So they designed it with a little catch that fixes onto front here. So you got a spring-loaded catch, and the spring were missing. And once I put it together, I thought, it's not really doing anything. This catch, it's pointless. It's not doing anything, because once the bonnet's open, there's a strut on each side that's holding it open just fine. But then I thought, hang on, if I get them to resend that delivery, I've got the entire frame again, which I can then possibly modify it for the version that's all wrapped up and have 2 DeLoreans, because who wouldn't want 2 DeLoreans of this massive honking size? So Yeah, there's a part in I think it's Back to the Future 3 where they find it in a cave. It's all wrapped up, so I wouldn't need to actually put any of the details in. And then they take the bandaging off the front wheel on this side to discover tires rotten and hanging in bits. So I'm thinking I can recreate that and then put in, like some bits of lighting and recreate the 3 walls at cave and roof. And have you seen, when people have a light that goes along to light up the floor around the bed? But I've got enough
I've not been
space.
to them sort of places, Dan.
You can get them in Argos and stuff. It's a proper legit from, I don't know, is Argos getting dodgy now? I don't know.
I don't know what Argos's you go to, mate.
But you got strip lighting, not stripper lighting, strip lighting that goes, like under edge of bed frame. And it's meant to light up the floor. I'm sure this is a legitimate thing. It's meant to go under the floor so that if you have to get up during night, to tinkle the winkle, then you got a light so that you can see on the floor and you don't trip on stuff. So I've got this idea in my head. If I put all lighting in for a little cave diorama with this thing in the cave, put a motion sensor by where my legs would come down as I get off the bed, and it'll light up during night when I get out of bed.
So you make it a giant bedside lamp.
Well, kind of, but it's under my bed and it lights the floor only. And it's the only way I could excuse having an entire massive car.
Okay. So Dave at DS Models is, I'm going to be starting the 132nd HK Dambuster Lancaster and diorama with vehicles and crew. It will be eventually made into a coffee table display, a metre square.
Wow. Is that the big one you're doing?
Yeah.
What we'll be doing.
Just to let you know, Archie, you're muted, buddy, and I can't unmute you.
I can do hand signals on his behalf.
With you having underfloor lighting on your bed and everything, I'd be quite worried what you're saying with hand signals, mate. We have got Stuart Tucker in saying, hello gang in chat, I am working on a packet of Bombay mix. S3 Model Works, Scotty Scale Studios. Gin has the tendency to make me a sloppy drunkard. I've not really had gin.
No, I'm more of a gin drink ranter.
Yeah, you're the posh one.
Yep. Not a word, Dan.
What? Me? No.
Paul M. de Tommaso in saying good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Paul. Geordie Dave. I am building a 172nd Hurricane Mark 1 an hour show, learning and showing weathering. It's one for me to watch back in the truck.
Sorry about that. I'm having problems with my mic. It's like really crackly.
It's all right, mate.
It keeps cutting out. I don't know what's going on. Might have to get some earphones in a sec.
So Scotty is trying to finish my SDKFZ 2221. I don't know too many twos in that. 221, but it's an uninspired build, even as a full interior with a unique weapon system. Pop pictures of it up in the Creche, and we'll go through it. Stuart saying, Dan, put the frame on bricks and have it stripped style. I believe that's stripped as in the car strip, not you, Dan.
Oh,
We
I'm
don't
just
need
going to get me funky music going. Shabow wow, shabow wow.
Got Julian Gary Davidson saying, evening, guys. Evening, Julian. Now that's just quickly, frantically checking her phone. I can't see Julian in.
No, I've just seen his Facebook, that's why.
Mark saying, my next plastic kit will be the trumpeter Titanic. Ooh. Ooh. Are you doing that on your YouTube, Mark? Because I might actually have that kit as well.
You might, but you are on a ban from doing that one until you clear some stash.
Some stash?
Lay your stash down, and I've said you can work on your Titanic or your big
I got
turkey.
confused with what sort of stash you was meaning.
I'm sure you did.
So about 9 o'clock, we will go over to the gallery.
Ow!
And my wife has just stabbed her finger. Julian is just saying, got the green on the Wellington.
Oh God, what am I pressing here?
I don't know, but we can see it all.
Ooh. I
I have no idea how you managed to do that.
I don't know. Well, I'm looking for proof of underlight bedding that's not dodgy, and that in no way looks like a dodgy brothel.
Yeah. Well done. Julian just saying, got the green on the Wellington.
And I'm killing.
How have you managed to do that, Dan?
I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, that's worse.
And Mark's just saying, yes, I will be doing it on the show as well. I'll be definitely watching that then, mate. Definitely watching. Paul, haha, Lewis, the wife has spoken. No more kits for you, mate. No, she didn't say no more kits. She didn't say no more kits at all. There we go.
Right. I think I've sorted that.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah, it's not crackling anymore, so.
Oh. Yes, dear.
Big question, I know. You've not had my thimble, have you?
Why would I have your thimble?
I have no idea, but it's gone out my sewing box.
Maybe you just wanted a really tiny hat.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I lost the hat out of the Monopoly set.
Oh, wow.
And Dave, Butcher That Models, will be most impressed because I'm using a wet palette.
Oh. Well, if you get a towel, I'm sure you can dry it off.
I tried it, it just makes a mess.
Oh, dear.
So we've got 24 people watching. Thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget to pop a thumbs up if you like what you see. If you want to put thumbs down, that's perfectly fine by me. Not got a problem with that. But if you do put thumbs down, just drop us a message and tell us what you didn't like, and we will see if we can solve it.
I think we're going to quickly go and get some earphones and start crackling again. So we'll be back in a second.
Okay then, buddy. So yes, about I did think about doing a question for this show, but I couldn't find the special website that James and Karl and Steve use.
A special website?
Yeah. The websites I was looking at weren't the right ones.
Okie dokie. Was this with or without Nat's supervision?
I was away at work, so without.
Oh, heck.
Indeed.
It's fine, they were clean.
When you say they were clean, is that because you laminated your PC?
I'm not stipulating on what sort of cleanliness I am meaning. Yes, we will be going over to the Saturday Night Creche gallery and Facebook page about 9 o'clock. So if you haven't done so, pop on over, pop your pictures of what you've been working on, and we will show it off to the YouTube world. If you're not a member, go over, join, and I'm sure Nat will approve your request. Also, on the Saturday Night Creche, I have put up a reveal album. I know it's a bit late. There's a reveal album for the Bomber Command group build that we did, and it actually ended 2 weeks ago. But yes, I put it up, so pop a maximum of 3 pictures in. We'll probably give it a week or so, and then we'll go through and decide after that. I have just taken the pictures of what I'm doing, what I've done. Here we go.
Right, is that any better?
That's perfect.
Yeah. Nice one.
We've got Scott. Little Dave is otherwise engaged, Lewis, but I am sure he is most impressed. Little Dave's engaged again. Dano builds. I'm going to be building Star Wars Darth Vader's TIE Fighter on tomorrow night's show.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Death Vader. Death Vader. You can't hear anything.
I have no idea what that is.
You wouldn't be surprised through the helmet, you know.
He wears
You
a
say you
helmet.
have no idea what Darth Vader's TIE Fighter is?
He
What
has
do you know
no
about
idea
Star Wars?
anything to Star Wars. He's never watched them.
I am severely offended.
Good, at least somebody else is.
He just dropped himself out. Geordie Dave, a wet palette. Did you make it or is it bought? No, I made it. Mark Shellard, special website. Oh yes, it was very special. Very. Not that sort of special though, Mark.
That's what you're saying now.
Yeah. Dan, is that a tank buster we used to call them?
It's the A10C Thunderbolt. So I'm pretty sure if you crashed it into a tank, it'd bust the tank. That's about most I know about it.
It's got a big gun on the front, hasn't it?
Yeah, my front end banger's a bit droopy though. It's not good. And then I got a dodgy crack down back end.
Oh my life.
I'm half tempted to chop the gun off front because it's drooping that bad, but I don't know. I'm a bit squeamish about doing that for some reason.
Can't you just stick something in the end of it just to stiffen it up? That sounds even worse.
Yeah.
Composed. I don't think I've got an all-in end of me. No, I can't go down that one. I think I better switch to a different model that I can actually talk about without a mind of self.
At least I didn't start it. I don't think anyway.
I don't know. You let me into chat, so I think we can blame you.
No, let's not blame me. Let's blame James.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
just blame him when he's not here to defend himself.
It works for me.
We've got Geordie Dave. Battling gun on front would rip vehicles apart. Dave, tank busters used to practice over the north bank of the Humber where we live. Scott saying, calm down, gents. It's not past the watershed yet. Yeah, but if you rewatch it after 9 o'clock, it's fine. Welcome back up.
I'm really hoping this is going to work. If it doesn't, then we might have to give up.
Well, please stay, Archie. We need some class adding to the conversation, please.
Oh, thank you ever so much. Well, you are northern, isn't you? So.
It's like the Northern Show this time, Archie.
I'm only kidding. Cool.
I can do posh. I got a bow tie upstairs and everything. I don't have anything.
I can do a northern accent if you want. You know.
Go on,
make you feel more at home. I'm usually pretty good at accents. Usually, that is. But then, you know. No, not happy. Okay. I'm gonna just leave it there then.
Mark's telling you to put it in a splint if it flops, Dan.
Okie dokie.
Geordie Dave, Gatling gun on front would rip vehicles apart on that A10. There you go.
Do I want to know?
Yeah, I think he's got a tank buster.
What's floppy on the tank buster then?
His front gun.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick a blue pill in it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Well, we need to behave now.
Yeah, we need to be on best behaviour now. We've got the model officer, James. Not sure that works, Lewis. Oops. And Chancer is struggling to find the Bomber Command group build reveal album. Any guidance? Yes, when I go over at 9 o'clock to the gallery, I will show you where it is, hopefully, if I've done it right. I've probably not done it right, but hopefully I have. And James is saying, good evening all. Sorry, not with you tonight. Work life and sleep requirements overruled tonight. Sleep requirements? What's that?
You don't know what sleep is, do you?
No.
No, I don't think so.
It's that boring thing that makes me drowsy.
Yeah.
Give me strength.
Please not. Please not.
I've lost the thimble and I've now lost my needle.
Oh, please find that, because I do not want to sit or stand on it.
I mean, it's like finding a needle in a haystack, isn't it? I'm full of them tonight. It's so bad, but. Love dad jokes. Great.
You know how I mentioned about bringing some youth in, Archie?
You know an old man inside.
Well, I am with Lewis. So.
Yeah, fair point. Yeah, I'll give you that.
I've bide my time. I've bide my time.
Where's that fishing rod gone?
Oh,
Where's his magnetic fishing rod gone?
I don't know.
It was really good tonight.
I hope this camera isn't shaking.
It's all right. If it's shaking, at least we can see your hands.
Exactly.
Mark at Edinburgh Modelling Man Cave is working on the Edward 148 Spitfire Mark 1 tonight.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, it's definitely far too hot for modelling. Is that the one that you're doing for the group build on with the podcasters? Hopefully he'll get back to us. I think it is.
Sounds very nice. What scale was it again?
148.
Yeah. I've got a Spitfire over there in, what is it? I need to remind myself, 132nd.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's a bit large.
I've got the 124th upstairs in my stash.
Ooh,
The
very nice.
Airfix one.
Oh, yeah. But that's not going to be a nice build.
Yeah, I started it, and then I reboxed it and said I can't afford the filler for it.
Yeah. This one's a Revel one, but I think it's a reboxed Matchbox kit.
Oh, yeah.
It goes together awfully. It's such a bad kit.
It's a challenge.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Let's have a look. Yeah, so Mark's just saying, yeah, it is the one that he's doing for the group build with the podcasters. So Dave's saying, Lewis, just curious, what's your plans for your Lank you're building? Well, it's just going to be a static model. I'm going to display it, but I'm going to have the engine so they can turn. So I'm putting motors in. Oh, let's not drop that into that wet pallet. Multicolored engine. So just going to pop a motor in the front. And then I'm just going to have a sat. I've got some wooden slices. So I'm just going to have a couple of them for the front and back. Have some switches. I've got some. Find them. Yeah, I've got some really fancy switches. I like anyway. I wanted the ones with the covers over, so you had to flick the cover up to switch them on and off and whatnot, but someone said they were too expensive. So yeah, I'm just
wonder
who
that was.
Yeah, I wonder. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to put it in a diorama because I don't have the world's most amount of space, and my last diorama was quite large. All my dioramas are quite large, like all my models. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to seeing. I think is it Mark doing the HK Dam Buster one? Looking forward to that with the crew and the everything. James, right, time to roll over. Night, all. See you all soon. Good night, James.
No, James.
We'll be thinking about you, mate. You enjoy your sleep. We'll be thinking.
Don't think too much.
Just put that image in his head of us. Just
I can see you.
What's that Christmas song? I touch your face while you're sleeping.
You don't, because you spoiled. I used to love that Christmas song before we got together, and now you just give me disturbing images every time I listen to it.
Who's that by? I can't remember who it's by.
Westlife.
No.
E17.
Oh, it's was it? Oh, right. I was going to say Westlife as well. I don't know why I was going to say that.
It's just freaky. Why would you touch someone's face while they're sleeping?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Worst things you could be touching whilst they're sleeping.
Yeah, fair point.
You just had to go there, didn't you?
Right, Mark said the Revell 132nd Spitfire Mark II is a nice kit for the price. I done the Iron Maiden one and have very few issues with it.
Ooh. Fair play. I think that's a newer kit, though, isn't it? I think that's one that they actually told themselves, isn't it? I think. I might be wrong. I have no idea. I mean, I have to have a look it up, but... Right, we have legs.
Excuse me?
I said we have legs. Yeah, just lower half, but, yeah. I've got so many figures that I just haven't finished yet. They're just sitting there, like looking at me, like when you're gonna just, complete.
Please, I need a face.
I mean, this one's not got half a head, so there you go.
Let's have a look. Smash that button. Oh, look at that.
I've gotten better at skin tones, but yeah, still need some more work, as you can see. And this one, I think, is the only finished one, but I just haven't got a diorama for it yet.
Wow.
But yeah.
I see a Ferrero Rocher.
Yes, would you like it?
Oh, yes.
Yes, I'll pass it through the camera. I've only got one, so you have to share. Either that or you might lose out, mate.
I'm not very good at sharing. I'll tell you what. Pass it over here. I did something once. When I was younger with my brother. My mother had some pop. We didn't used to have pop that often when we were kids, for some reason. And
The same reason I don't.
yeah. So my mum says, "Oh, you can share it with your older brother." And my oldest brother turns and says, "Yeah, okay, you have the first, you drink it first, and then I'll have the second half." It's like, okay, fine. So I necked the whole lot. And he goes, "What are you doing?" So, well, mine was the bottom half.
That was clever, right? That's pretty clever.
Yeah, so he was not impressed.
I can imagine.
Dave's saying, "Oh wow, Lewis, yes, that's what I need for my 132nd Lankers motors, etc. and LEDs for the diorama coffee table. It'll bring it to life, I hope."
That would look great.
Oh yes, I've seen. Now you're gonna have to excuse me if I get you guys mixed up to start.
Oh, God.
Dave, I believe, has done some of the vintage buses, and he's put them in a. He's made like a TV cabinet out. Oh, Dan, you're an evil man. Evil man. He's put them in like a display cabinet and turned it into a TV stand, and they just look wow.
I've seen a few people do stuff like that, and it looks really good.
Yeah, he's got the lighting in it and everything. It's just wow.
Wow. Yeah. I think the only thing I've actually put lighting in model-wise is this Panzer IV dial.
Yeah.
LED for the fire barrel. But yeah.
Well, the only lighting I put in is a light bulb.
How many of you did it take you to screw in the light bulb then?
Just the one. We're not like you guys. Yeah.
Oh, I knew that was going to be coming soon. Fair play.
Yeah, it takes 4 of you to do it, doesn't it? Well, it takes 5 of you. One to hold the light bulb and the other 4 to turn the table around. Mark's saying we also have a Facebook group for the Northern Model Builders show called the Northern Model Builders and Crafters. Can I share it in your Facebook group? I can't see why not. Go for it.
I've done a bit of lighting for my Falcon.
Is
That's
that
the
for the
Millennium
naked
Falcon.
He's probably not going to know what that is.
No.
It's that great big flying thing from a film.
That really narrows it down, doesn't it?
Independence Day.
Oh, I mean, that's not a bad shout, actually. That would be pretty cool to build. Like, I don't
Big
know.
mothership.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool to build and do like a dio and have the White House blowing up. Massive, but pretty cool.
Yeah, probably not the White House. Though.
Oh, why not? We burn
Go
it
for
down.
something a little
We burn it down, so you might as well blow it up.
Yes, moving on swiftly.
Yeah, the Americans are not going to like that. I'm gonna leave that there.
Mark Mods, we have crafters in the name because most of our wives are crafters. Yes, mine is as well. Get them to join the Saturday Night Crash as well, and they can post the work in, and we will show it off. And
Decent.
I thought that crafters thing was because they were all crafter.
There's that as well. Yeah.
And that's me gutted by that.
I'm just waiting for one of the Americans to say something about that. I'm really.
yeah,
I'm like, I should not have said that.
God, Dave, thank you. Yes, that's me with the buses. If I could share a photo of our bus TV cabinet, I would. Took 3 years in total to build.
Cool.
Put it up on the Saturday Night Crash Facebook page, and we will show it off.
That sounds very good. I mean, if it takes a long time to build, at least you know you've done a good job on it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yes. Unless you're like me and take a year or 2 years to build a model, and it's like could have knocked that up in 30 minutes.
Oh, don't knock yourself. I mean, I've got my Fury. That took me 2 years, like start to finish. But what? Are you gonna say you're? What are you gonna say? Come on.
Look at it. Look at it, man.
What about it?
I shouldn't have turned that thing on. It's making my eyes go funny.
Yeah. It's like a nightclub. Not that I've ever been, actually. I'm 19. I haven't even been to a nightclub yet. Ugh, lockdown.
Right, let me just do this and mash this and do that and do that. I am going to set up sharing that.
I know that picture I showed of the Spitfires earlier, Lewis.
Yes.
They also had one of the Dam Busters, and I was very tempted to buy both of them because it was a very nice picture. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there, I think.
Where's got loads of tabs open and I don't know why. Right, I am going to go over to the Creche. We have also got coming up Nat's torture treatment.
That's what, sorry?
Torture treatment. Guess the kit.
Thank you.
Right, are we sharing? Should we make that full screen?
Yes, you're sharing.
There we go. So, post goes up sometime during the week. Sometimes it's like on the day. Sometimes it's a few days before. And we get to see everyone's work. So, first up tonight, we've got Mark Ewing. Finally finished the Tamir 135th Sherman Easy 8 tank, and a month's work. Extras included resin storage and cobble base from eBay. I think it's my best work to date and used different techniques throughout the build. And he lists what he's used. And what is this one then, Mark? Is this number 9 or number 13 for this year? That is absolutely stunning.
That is lovely.
I like the cobble street.
Oh, yeah. Now I've seen that during the week, and I think it looks lovely. Just when I first saw it, I was like, I wish I could do that level.
Yeah, I'm considering chucking my plane in bin now.
Oh, give over, you two. Own worst critics, that's the problem.
Pot kettle black.
You just woke up. Wow.
Yeah, that stowage looks lovely.
And we got a little video. Can I make that big? That'll come out wrong.
Is that grill on the engine deck from the actual kit, or is that a photo etch piece? Because that's weathered up really well.
How to exit that? Not entirely sure. I think it's from the actual kit. Yeah, it says extras include the resin stowage and cobble base. I think that would come with the actual kit.
Yeah. Wow.
Could be wrong. Next up, we've got... Sorry.
Go on.
Next up, we've got Luke Carswell. So my latest project is complete. This is a fantasy dwarf mine diorama that is mostly scratch built from balsa wood and high density foam. The figures and accessories are 3D printed resin, and the mine itself is lit with remote controlled LEDs. This is the first piece I have ever built enter into a competition. This will be my entry and the Dark Elf Dare competition on Instagram. Thanks for looking. Happy modeling. Wow. Absolutely wow, Luke.
Oh, looking at this earlier, it's just spellbinded.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it earlier, and it's just so much to look at.
Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, Mark at Edinburgh Modelling Man Cave has put only the stowage and base was added. The rest is from the kit.
Oh, nice. Very good job, mate. The groundwork's really good. Well, it's all really good, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it's hard to paint flames as well, so well done.
Absolutely stunning.
Every time you look at it, you see something different.
Yeah. It's one of them where, yeah, pack it away.
Mm.
Next up, we've got Len working on the elements for a diorama Tamir 135 Lend-Lease M3 Scout car with 4 crew, plus 16 Russian infantry from Tamir and Dragon, about to start the figure painting. That's a lot of bottle caps.
Wonder where it all went.
When you do your figures, do you have to do you use fresh bottle caps every time?
I mean, that would make modelling even more entertaining.
I'm doing 30 figures this week. I need 30 bottles.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
I like the truck in the background.
Yeah, that scout car's very cool. Weathering's good on it.
And then we've got Scott. Almost finished the T90. Wow.
He showed this in the Dexterous Crafters group last night, and it's just amazing.
What do you use for the the shrub camo? So that's very effective. That paint scheme is kind of like the.
It's that digital camo type, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to be certainly messaging Scott very shortly because my T72 is very close to painting.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I've just got the Commander's cupola to make up, which will be done hopefully during the course of the week. Hopefully I'll be able to film something. And then it'll be home for painting.
Decent, mate. Yeah, that shrub camo is very good. I was going to use some on my Panther.
Yeah.
I couldn't find anything. I didn't know what to use. That's very effective.
There you go, Scott. What shrubbery have you used on your tank? Quick look. That's one of them. We'll just pop back up because I know there was some at the top.
Yes, I'm just well that Dave and Chris was
Okay.
the group. Yeah, we got some movies.
So we've got Frank. The big boys are back in town. 2 opals.
I'm loving these cars that it keeps bringing out.
Just quickly, Lewis, sorry. From Scott, the shrubbery is made with sea foam.
Oh, right. Very nice. I'll have to have a look. Finish on those cars was good. Very shiny.
Yes. Right, so that's Luke's dwarf mine diorama. We've got an Audi in Frank's garage.
How does he get the finish so good on them?
He's a professional.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. Cool.
I'm just a mere amateur, so I can't answer that one.
I'm tempted to do a few cars, but it's just things like this just put me off, you know.
One more die cast takes place in my garage. And as I had to inform Nat yesterday, that is a Renault.
I'm not old enough to know.
You get Renaults nowadays.
No one's looking like that.
The badge hasn't changed.
Yeah.
We've got 2 more Opals. Manta A and Manta B. I'm sure there's some sort of fun in that somewhere. And a new addition to the Opal family.
How do you have space for all of these?
He's got a big garage.
Yeah, I mean, you can see, like, you know. He must have one of those lifts that Iron Man's got for cars.
Who?
Iron Man. God. Don't tell me you don't know who Iron Man is as well. God, so uneducated.
You told me not to tell you, so I'm not. We've got David Powell. I've just done that, so I have no idea what it is. It is Space 1999 Eagle by MOC, kit number 25026. Cockpit is total mismatched. I have no idea what it is.
It's this thing called a spaceship from this thing called a TV show that, guess what, they show it on TV.
Wow. I would never have known that.
I think I'm going to have to Google this TV thing that you talk about.
Yeah, they've not been all around long, you know, it's only like, what, 70 years?
Yeah, especially up north.
So just making conversation, it's here. Our next episode is live. I do need to listen to that because every time I try, I get a phone call off someone. We got next up Joe McCaslin.
Ooh.
I don't know what it is.
That is a T-34-76. I think that's a Tamiya one, isn't it?
Yeah. T135, T34-76. Did you read that or did you know?
I knew that. I'm building one now, actually. Well, not right now, but I'm in the process of one. Yeah. Good kit.
It's a type of tank, you know.
It's got a big gun. I'm sure there's a pun there somewhere, but we're not going into that.
That's unlike you.
No. David, Technique, vintage car. Got the kit number and the amount of pieces. A very nice kit and pleasant to build. Wow.
Cool. I bet that was nice. I bet that was nice to build. It looks like one of those kits.
So Lego has changed since my day.
Oh, yeah. Back in my day.
You'll get there one day.
Yeah. I think mentally I'm already there. But,
And that's the link for David's show, Sprue and Glue. Join him at 12 o'clock. And I believe that was Monday.
Yeah.
Lynn Dipple started another Lego Saturn V rocket. It's
Cool.
going to be big. Time to put up shelves. You can also see where the ISS is living now.
ooh. I haven't built a Lego kit in years.
Wow.
It is.
Huge. It's my sort of kit, that is.
A big shaft.
Did you just say what I thought you said?
What?
I'm not going to repeat it, just in case it wasn't what you said. But okay.
I'm sure whatever it was I said was very, very innocent.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
it was. I'm sure it was.
Just making conversation. James Skiffins, it's here. My entry for Morsu Cup. Since all the kits will be part of a theme, I am looking forward to what the other podcasts get. Oh, now the challenge is on. God help me. Here is your chance to add the challenge. Why not tell me how you would like to see this done? Out of the box, something different. Thanks to Lightspeed Global for the kits and IPMS Hamilton Canadian Warplane Heritage Modelers Club for organising it. And that's what it is. It's a transformer.
I got in trouble for that because I'd done the perfect grade RX-78 from Gundam and then put it on the shelf with 2 transformers. You won't believe how much grief I got for it.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. I've never built one, but I mean, I'd like to build. You know, the Pacific Rim robots. I'd like to build something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
I've seen Pacific Rim.
Hey, finally.
Joe McCaslin with his T-3476 again, I believe. I hope, because I've not read the description.
Hey, you're learning.
Oh, good memory.
You know, when you say you've seen the Pacific Rim, you do know it's a film and not just a map location.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plastic Posse Podcast has released one of their podcasts. There's no wrong way to model, unless you do it my way.
God, who's knocking themselves now?
This is my vision of a WH Night Haunt, all painted and dry brushed with Citadel colour.
Oh, yeah, that is lovely. I saw that before, and it is very well done. You know, when I was building Warhammer, I could never get anything like that. But I mean, I've come further on now, but I still don't think I could do it. Cool. Yeah, very nice.
We got Scott. I was so excited with my progress on the figures, I had to see what they look like in the diorama. Still a bit more to do, but happy to finally have this one near completed. The Tamir M4A3 Sherman, knocked out by the Panzer crew, also from Tamir.
Very well done. It's got a good burnout look on that.
Oh yes. This is David, my latest build in micro bricks. Luke and C3 PO paint for scale.
PO. God. So uncultured. Ugh. You uncultured swat.
PO.
You said PO. It's C3PO. It's like teaching an alien, I swear.
And this is Scott's.
Oh.
Engine.
Is that I was going to say engineage.
That is the transmission for the Turan 4.
Oh.
Nice.
Very good job. I'd be happy with that.
I'd be happy just to get it built.
Oh yeah, looks very fiddly.
There we go. So we'll just have, can I do a refresh? See that button. Let's see if we've got any more coming at the top. Hopefully it'll put me back to the top. Right, to find the reveal album, click on more, media, and then click onto albums. And it should be the first one just there, July 17, 2021. And it's not got the description, that's why it's not showing. So I will look at that. I will have a look at how I can put the actual reveal album in there so you know what it is. No wonder you couldn't find it because it doesn't say it. But that's what it is. So we've got Dave Say, as promised, our 3 1/12 scale Root Masters.
Cool. Oh, that's very well done. So what kit's that from then? Or are they? Because it looks like it could be brass instead of plastic.
I think the metal.
Yeah.
But as for a kit, I have no idea. They just look nice.
Oh yeah.
I like how he's done the shelving as well, because he's got his TV sat on top here. And it's like nice little TV stand as well.
Yeah. That's
better than mine. It's just full of DVDs and everything else.
Do you really trust a 6-year-old and a 5-year-old at your models at their level?
No.
Exactly.
Behind glass.
Mm.
I mean, doesn't sound like a good idea to me. But
Thank you, Arkley. You can come again.
Thank you.
Hello all. On a hot summer's evening, I wanted. That sounds really nice, doesn't it? On a hot summer's evening, I wanted to start this little monster ASAP to make some room, and it started well, painting the mounts and guns, fast and fixed in place, with the fuselage a bit misshaped. The old engineering from Revell, it looked awful. Many gaps and deep holes in the wings to join, needing lots of sprue glue and fine paste filler used all over the kit. I feel it's time to paint whilst we watch the show tonight.
I'm not surprised. It looked like they've done a very good job.
I'm hoping my shade of gunship grey will do it for me.
Very good. I mean, considering what it must have been like.
A bit like the Colombians use present day. And then we've got Ian, planning stages for my next build. Scania. Rigid unit and drawbar trailer, wagon and drag. Scaled a promotional picture to 1/24 and done a scale chassis drawing. Taken loads of measurements and photos of the actual truck and done a shopping list of parts. Some severe kit bashing will be required for this one. Oh, look at that.
See, I know about tanks, but I do not know anything about trucks. So I think this is your...
It's a Scania.
That's only because you're a trucker.
It's a Scania. I like Scania. Look at that. AW.
I know plenty about lorries. They're big and they go wrong.
See, I know nothing about lorries. I just climb in it, flick that switch, put my foot on pedal, and hope it goes.
Put my foot on pedal. You sound like Fred Dipter, mate. Sorry, I had to.
So, James Skiffin, sorry, not with you guys tonight. Still at work. Got out of bed to add this post and now back to nod as up at silly o'clock tomorrow. Upside, managed to get a plastic done today. Byfield's model T34.
But is it an 85 or a 76? That's the question.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably that one in picture.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I mean, it looks a bit like a bathtub at the moment, but
It's that one.
fine. That's fine. That one. I want that one.
Scott's Hobby Boss SD KFZ 221 in 135th. Full interior with 28mm squeeze bore anti-tank gun. That's nice.
Very nice. I feel ashamed, if I'm honest.
Why is that?
Because I'm a gun maker and I can't remember what squeeze bore means. That's so. I'm just gonna leave that. It looks like a very nice kit. Is he going to do it in Panzer Grey? I'm assuming, or
Pass. What colour is that?
Right.
pretty much the colour it is now. I'm assuming he is doing that colour because it's the colour it is now, but that could be the colour of the plastic, most likely. I don't know. But then he's painting the interior, so nice interior.
Very nice.
Mm.
Dials and everything. This is the link for the Northern Model Builders and Crafters. And I think we are all caught up. So I will stop sharing. I will hand over to, I'll come back over to the actual screen. Did you keep up with chat, Nat?
There was just one. Dave, DS Models and Vintage, has put it was the Hachette Partworks Route Masters 112 with the buses.
There you go.
All right.
And you got told off by Edinburgh Modelling Man Cave. He's put Gundam Lewis crossface.
That one. Is that because I called it a transformer?
Yeah.
You called it a transformer on air.
Yeah.
You pillock.
Don't beat about the bush, Nat. What do you really?
Yeah.
I'll deal with him later for you,
So we
Edinburgh
have
Mark.
got a Facebook user. Obviously, my dear wife can't see that because she doesn't keep up on Facebook.
I'm good. I'm not that good.
I know. Have a quick look. Oh, there it was. Let's see what it. Who?
Some filling. Let's go look.
Who we got? Gary D. Wilson, cracking job, Luke. Nice cobbles, even. Yes, Mark saying the Northern Modelers also on the group. We have scheduled of what YouTube shows are on throughout the week. We got Gary D. Wilson, cracking job, Luke. Adam Smith, look at the orc head on the stake.
Oh, that mining jobby.
Yeah. So I was thinking.
Either that or he's got something cooking tonight that we shouldn't know about.
And Adam Smith, the rock work is incredible. That is for Luke's work. Mark is saying Luke's build is amazing. Yeah, and Scott, the shrubbery is made from sea foam. And Mark saying great work, Junk Works. Mark saying, when I built cars and bikes, I used 2K clear with us, basically what they use on real cars. Very strong stuff compared to modelling clears and can be very dangerous. And Scott is saying, yeah, that 2K stuff is strong stuff chemically. And Mark's saying, still have 2 cars and bikes to finish in 2K, but the prep work to get it perfect is too much. And Scott's saying, I don't know, I would like to add some camo to it. And then Mark is saying, it's like calling a ship a boat or a floaty thing. No, because that's different. There's a big difference between a boat and a ship and a floaty thing.
Stop digging.
I'm not. There's a big difference. So I'm going to hand over to my wife so she can put us through torture and pain with her guess the kit. Oh, I've got to button to my shanter. Let me press. I want to press the button.
You want to push the button?
Which one is it? That one.
Yes.
It's time to name that kit! Bring on the wibble!
So, here we are, guys. So, regardless of what my lovely husband says, it's not that torturous. It's just something to get your brains working on a very hot Saturday night. So,
That's just what we need, isn't it?
absolutely, of course. I'm here to provide a service.
Excellent.
So, in true style, as I normally do, all the pictures are model kits. So what you have to do is guess what the kit is, the scale and the manufacturer. After I have shown the 5 kits, it is your job to work out what the historical theme is. So it'll be, because there are some new names, I'll give you a bigger clue tonight. It is a event that happened in the last couple of weeks or so. So here is your first picture. So see if you can work out, like I say, what the kit is, scale and manufacturer. And I shall put 2 minutes on the clock. I've got 20 people watching at the moment, so let's see what people throw in chat tonight.
So put your answers in chat and we'll have a look and have a go through. I'm guessing we're guessing the plane in the foreground.
I'm not saying anything. So we've got some guesses come in. We've got Stuart Tucker. He's guessing the HE treble 1 maybe. And Chancer is guessing the Italieri 1/72 HE treble 1.
I'm going with Chancer.
So is Stuart and Chancer right? We'll have to wait and see. Stuart Tucker, the Italieri 1/72. Scotty, the Heinkel 1/1. guessing Italieri 148. That's 2 minutes. That's gone quick. Thank you very much. So what I will do is we shall go round the three gents, and if anyone else puts in a guess, we will go back to it. So tonight we shall start with Archie.
Oh, I knew you were going to come to me first. I would say Heinkel 111, 1/48th scale by Italieri.
Okie dokies. Go on, Dan. Hit us with your wisdom.
I think it's a picture of a model aeroplane. Can't argue with that.
That was actually quite mild for you. Lewis.
I am going to say it's the Italieri 172nd HE 111.
So not by any chance what Chance has put.
No, not at all.
Okay, so we've got no more guesses in chat. So I will reveal it is the Heinkel HE 111 German bomber in 1/48 scale.
By monogram.
It is.
I got close.
Bonus Batman comic mode image.
I know, I saw that and I thought, I'm going to put that in just for the extra fun bit of the comic.
And Dan is in chat saying, technically I was right, 1-0 to me.
Dan, you have mouth words.
We have a
I was
guest
looking for one of these ages ago, and I forgot that it was monogram. Oh well.
We have a guess for the theme. We'll come back to it when we get to the end. So, this next one.
There we are.
What is that?
Not saying that's in any way, shape, form evil, but have you checked to make sure she hasn't got devil horns going on?
I mean, I could say what aircraft it was. I just don't know what the rest of it, pretty much.
Stuart Tucker is straight in with Tamiya's 1/48 Lank bomber. I'll try to make it a bigger picture so you could actually make it relatively guessable. Chancer has gone with the Revell 172nd Avro Lancaster. I've got a minute and a half left, so if anybody else wants to have a guess. Any more for any more? John Howell is saying a Lancaster 1/48 by Airfix. I think people think they know what it is. It's just who the manufacturer is. Last 20 seconds. And then we should be going over to our brain boxers in the studio.
I think she just told you, Dan, you're first.
Oh, heck.
And there we are. So, yes, it is indeed, Dan.
Well, you know, I'm usually really, really sensible and always try my best to get the correct answer and never ever take the mickey.
Oh, of course not.
No, well, just for a change, I'm going to say that I think it's a dodgy submarine. I mean, it's in no way, shape, or form me trying to get revenge for you putting such a funky picture. No.
Moving on. Lewis.
It's a Lancaster. I'm going to say 1/72. Don't think it's Airfix because the picture's not terrible.
Ooh.
Just the cut of the picture's terrible. I mean, you know.
Yeah, that's not the box art fault, is it?
No. That's the evil one that decided to stop. So I'm going to say with about 1/72 Lancaster.
And Archie.
I'm going to go the same. 1/72 Revell Lancaster, I think.
Can I just point out, these are not bad crops. I could have gone horrendously and done my magic crop.
Fair point. Yep.
Just for that. Thank you, Archie. Stuart Tucker has put frog, maybe.
Frog.
Manufactured, that is.
I was going to say.
It's not an actual frog.
Well, no,
That's a large frog.
Yeah.
I gathered it wasn't the animal frog. I just didn't quite work out where he was going with that.
Yeah, I didn't realise either. So, yeah.
Thank you.
You're not alone. That's all right.
It's the youth of today. That's the problem.
Oh.
So I shall put you out of your misery. It is the Avro Lancaster B1 by Airfix, 1/72. So where's your apology to Airfix, Lewis?
Oh.
Still think it looks like a dodgy submarine.
I mean, I think it would sink, but I don't think it would resurface. That's
why it's dodgy and not just a submarine.
Oh, yeah.
And the next one is 1,000 apologies for this one. I could not get a good picture.
Yay! My field. Oh, this one's gonna be tough. Right.
So that's 2 minutes. So let's see what everyone's guess is. Scott is put in chat. My next guess will be whatever Chancer says it is. The man is correct most of the time.
Oh, yes.
No pressure, Chancer, if even the guys in chat are following your lead.
So, pop your answers in chat. What you think it is, what the scale and manufacturer.
What's the number? Can't see.
We've got Stuart Tucker saying Flying Scotsman, 00 gauge or something. Chancer, Airfix 00 scale, Castle class locomotive. And Stuart's saying Horny. I think that's supposed to be Hornby.
Yeah.
Hornby.
I mean, I don't. I was going to make a joke out of that, but I don't know where I'm going to go with it.
Dave, DS Model and Vintage, is saying Golden Arrow, Hornby, 00.
Oh.
John Howe, Evening Star, Airfix, 1/72. And Stuart Tucker, NVM. Scotty, only because Nims not with us today. Those Google skills are lightning fast. Paul, Thomas's brother, Rupert. Stuart, NVM means never mind.
And there's your 2 minutes, guys. So we shall start with Lewis.
Oh, God. Where's Connor when you need it? I think... Who was the green engine? Was it Gordon?
Henry.
Henry.
Was
I
green.
think it's Henry.
Gordon was blue. Could you can tell you never used to have to sit and watch Thomas with Connor.
Chance is saying, don't worry, Stuart, trains have that effect on some chaps. Geordie Dave, OH scale, Battle of Britain, classic Pacific airfix.
And we'll just quickly do Archie.
Right. I think this is a Airfix 176. I'm going to go with the Battle of Britain class, I think. There's 3 it could be, and I'm going to go with Battle of Britain.
Okay. And Dan.
I think it's Henry from Thomas the Tank Engine that's going to go and get his face washed after Track Controller let him out of that tunnel that he got bricked up in.
Love that one.
That's good.
So Scott is saying it's a rail or something or other. And Stuart's saying I was on the right track.
But what's the point, though?
Oh.
Mark saying Thomas the Tank Engine. Go on then, that.
It is Biggin Hill, the Battle of Britain.
Yes.
The 21455.
Is that an actual?
Damn it.
Is that a kit, a plastic kit, or is it a
Plastic scale model.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting.
It could have been a West Country, a Battle of Britain, or a Merchant Navy. So I'm glad I went with the Battle of Britain. See,
Yeah,
none of my trains is, well, locos in this case, if you want to be proper.
Yeah.
Paid off, didn't it? Yeah.
Is there another bit that's cropped off just at the side where there's a sink where he can wash his face?
Right. And next one is
Oh, God.
I know my search skills aren't.
You're getting worse and worse.
I know. The only problem is because I cropped it so small.
Don't crop it so small.
I tried to make it bigger.
The chance is saying a post-war class. And we have another guess on the theme. Chances guessing the Airfix 124th Hurricane.
See, even Chancellor can throw in a guess.
Yeah, Chance is normally right. That's why I'm going to go with his guess. Scotty, Hawker Hurricane, unknown scale, guessing. Chance is saying Airfix. Oh, yeah. Geordie Dave, 172nd Hurricane Airfix.
Gun reloaded. I like that.
Last 30 seconds before we go over to the guys on stream. And that's your 2 minutes. So this time we shall start with Archie.
I think 176th, I'm going to say, Airfix Hawker Hurricane.
Dan.
I think it's from the attempt they made to militarise them bubble cars from 60s.
Lewis.
Airfix 124th Hurricane.
And John Howe has put a Hurricane Mark 1 by Revell 172nd. So I can reveal it is the Hawk Hurricane Mark 1 by Revell, which is 1/32nd scale. Limited edition of 7,500 pieces.
7,000.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how much that cost then, if you bought one now.
And here we are, last but certainly not least.
Oh! I think I know this one.
Once your timer started, guys, so this is your last one before we move on to the theme.
Which is going to be just as hard. So chances saying Airfix 148 Bolton Pool Defiant. Mark Shellard, Airfix 172nd Defiant. Geordie Dave, 172nd Defiant by Airfix. And Scotty saying, I have no idea.
Oh, that's boring.
What?
Come on, read the German.
I just have done. I have no idea.
You're boring.
I've just read it. John Howe, Defiant, Airfix, 172nd.
AG. Happy Yeah, I can't do that word.
And there's your 2 minutes. So, Dan, we shall start with you.
I think it's a trick question, and it's actually a model for that cloudy background.
Lewis.
I'm going to have to go with Chancer and everyone else and say Airfix 172nd Defiant.
Archie.
Right, so I'm probably going to be wrong on scale, but I'm going to think Airfix 176th Bolton Pool Defiant.
Okay. Any more guesses in the chat, Lewis?
No. You got Scotty saying Defiant and then couldn't recall the name. And then we got another guess for the theme.
Cookies. So it is the Bolton Pool Defiant Mark 1 172nd Airfix starter kit.
Should have gone with everyone else.
So not a cloud.
No, not a cloud, unfortunately.
So, have you guessed the theme? So, 2 minutes. Get your guesses in chat for the theme. So, what do you think all the pictures add up to make a historical theme? So, a historical date.
We've got Stuart saying a guess for the theme: England's first Euro Champs final for 50 odd years.
And we all know how that worked out.
DS Model and Vintage is saying, is the theme World War II? And DS Models and Vintage again is theme Battle of Britain. Chancer theme is the official start of the Battle of Britain. John Howe, Battle of Britain, and Geordie Dave, Battle of Britain.
Are they correct?
Don't know, are they?
I don't know. We'll find out in 40 seconds.
I'm not commenting.
And that's your 2 minutes. So, Lewis, I don't really think I need to ask you, but I'm going to.
Well, I don't know. I'm a bit confused. Because you put Lancaster in there. And Lancaster wasn't used in Battle of Britain.
Right.
I could answer that.
Tick tock, tick tock.
I think it's to mark the first bombing raid on Germany.
Cookies? Archie.
Right, so I was a bit, I'm going to say confused at first. But I think with the answer to Lancaster, I'm not going to go into the whole history thing, but there is one time when we used it sort of during the time of the Battle of Britain. Well, we used it continuously in there anyway. So I'm going to say Battle of Britain, I think. As in like the start of it, because I know it was in the summer. So, yeah.
And Dan.
I think the theme was model kits that you've looked at pictures of, which did actually happen in the past, and they say that once you've passed the moment, it's history. So there you go.
You got Mark Shellard saying the Dam Busters. So,
Is that chat or caught up to you? So I can reveal it is Battle of Britain.
Hey.
So during World War II, the successful defence of Great Britain against unremitting and destructive air raids conducted by the German Air Force, the Luftwaffe, from the 10th of July through to September 1940. So well done, everybody that guessed the Battle of Britain. See, it can't be that bad if people got the theme.
What was the Lancaster used in the Battle of Britain?
I just searched Battle of Britain and it did come up. So blame Google and Scalemates.
I've got a way it can fit in, but I'm not going to go into
Yeah, that works for me, Archie. Thank you. You can definitely come again.
I'm pretty sure even if I knew the answer, I'd still do it.
Thank you very much for that, Matt. I am just going to click camera. So we've got Mark saying, night folks, and well done, Lewis and Dan, Nat, for a great show. Archie, well done, and welcome to the Creche.
Thank you.
Yes. I am probably going to end it there because I'm where I think boss is 3 minutes 10 o'clock. So yes, well, thank you very much everyone for joining us and being put through Matt's guess the thing. Oh, we've lost Archie, about to end. Yes, thank you for joining us, and we will be back next week. So I need to go on that and get told where the ending one is.
It's that one right there.
That one there.
That one there.
That one there. But yes, thank you very much everyone, and we will see you next week. So bye-bye.
Bye.